Hi guys, tonight I'm gonna make an inbox review of this Asuka aka Tasca M4A3E2 Sherman Jumbo kit in 155/35 scale. This kit is released in 2010 and as far as I know reboxed as Asuka in 2011. It's fairly new kit, and I can say that these Asuka Sherman kits are one of the best on the market. For some versions there are not better than them. For this review, to compare some issues and to give some ideas and to compare, I have built a Tamiya M4 Sherman early version. That's here. While building this kit, I didn't think to finish it, but in fact I liked the kit very much and decided to finish it and use an RB barrel and some wood on it. It's fairly out of the box build, and I will compare some issues with the inbox review with this kit, and I will make later a build up review for this kit. So let's start. Everybody knows about Sherman. This is the Jumbo version, armored version, breakthrough version of Sherman. There are some additional armors in front, sides, and there's a completely new turret, a cast turret with improved mantlet, and this turret is very big. I will show you against the normal Sherman turret. Kit is from Asuka. Box art is very good, as you can see. There are some builded versions pictures on sides. Same picture, product code etc, and same insignia for some insignia at this side. This Jumbo version, as you can see on the picture, has 75mm gun, but as a surprise, kit has 76mm gun inside too. Some crew members of this tank changed their guns on the field and used 76mm guns. So let's go into the instruction sheet. This instruction sheet comes with lots of Japanese, and there are some English here too. Very detailed explanation of some hints. A mark guide, there is a mark guide. It starts with the connection of the tracks, running gear. Booklet is very same with the Tamiya. There's a real picture of the well here. Optional parts are written here, and there's a very detailed explanation about the running gear suspension. Here you have to do some scratch build for one version. Here are the steps for the hull. Hull is divided into subparts. Upper hull is one part. Engine cover is separate and back cover. As for the real vehicle, you have to add additional armor plates. These can be configured open or closed. Front hull, bits and pieces, small parts. You can see there's a detailed side picture of hull accessories and painting guide. Last steps, jerrycan assembly. There's a photo-etched sheet. There's a small photo-etched sheet. As I always say, for the photo-etched, small or little is better. Here you can see the barrel variations, 75mm gun and 76mm gun. Both will be installed into the same gun mantlet for jumbo. Third parts assembly. This kit has a very good, very detailed M2 machine gun. As far as I can say, this is the best I've ever seen, easily. I will show you it. And detailed location of gun assembly, very detailed, as the gun itself. And the last page. Very detailed instruction sheet. And we have one sheet of painting guide for the 8th 32nd Tank Battalion, 3rd Armored Division. Here you can see the 76mm barrel version. And one more. 37th Tank Battalion, 4th Armored Division, Germany, March 1945. This has two 76mm gun. And there are two variations of 76mm gun. Be careful selecting them. There are color codes for Tamiya, decal application, but in Japanese. And there are 75mm versions here. Okay, that's it. Let's go into the box and see the sprues. This is the first sprue. Sprues are individually packed in plastics. This is the lower hull part sprue. I personally prefer one part hulls, but this is divided into multi-part. Tamiya is starting to implement these multi-part hulls as well. There's no flash on the parts. There is no surface texture implemented on the hull. There are marks under the hull parts. There are so many hull. There are many injection marks for these parts. Insides, they will not be visible, but It surprised me that there are so much injection marks and they are very visible. As you can see, let's get the next part. This is the second sprue. On the sprue there are side hull armor panels, specially designed gun mounted for the jumbo 75mm gun divided into two parts. I suggest you to use some metal barrel for it. And the front hull additional armor panel. There are some texture on these, but no on the side panel armors. Weld lines here, and here are the side texture for the armor, cutout texture. No flash again. Okay, let's go to the next part. This is the third sprue. This is the upper hull and some upper hull under panels over the tracks. Here we have some very good texture at these areas. No texture for the front because there will be additional armor for the side and front as well. Very good weld lines here. Very good hull. There are cast numbers here. Small sprue, but it's fine. It's very good. Let's look for the next one. This is the fourth sprue. Third parts. Third parts are divided into two halves, like as many Sherman kits. This turret is a very big turret, biggest as far as I know for the Shermans. Let's compare with the standard Sherman turret. As you can see, it is much bigger. Tamiya has a very good surface texture for the turret itself on the upper hull, front hull, side panels. Look at the Asuka kit's turret. There is a good surface texture here, subtle but fine. As you can see, look at the light line. You can see it on there. As far as I know, we have to be careful installing these two parts. Maybe it will need some putty, but we will see on the build-up review. But there's good texture, weld lines. It's fine, and there are textures on the other small parts too. Okay. This is the fifth sprue. This sprue contains optional guns, 76mm guns. There are two options for the gun. One with muzzle brake and one with the simple one. These parts will not be used. This is a normal M4A3E2 mantlet. All the sprues are clean of flash. They are very clean. Very good. It's supposed to be from a fairly new kit and from a Asuka kit. But again, I suggest you to use an RB barrel or another Aber barrel or something like that, metal barrel, because these are divided into two. Personally, I don't like cleaning them. There are some flash here. Okay. This is the most interesting sprue for me at the kit. This sprue has two M2 machine gun for the kit, and this is the most detailed M2 machine gun for Sherman, I think. Very detailed ammo boxes, armor sheet. I am seeing this first one in a kit. The gun itself is very detailed, very good. Let's have a look at focus. Ammo belt and gun itself, box, and other parts for the gun. These are used for attaching to the turret back. Two sprues for the gun. These are all parts for the gun. It can be sold separately, all I can say, because it's a very good gun as an accessory. Okay. This is a sprue for upper hull engine deck parts. There's a very good engine deck texture on these. Clean and detailed parts. Ejector pin marks under them, so if you make a diorama or something like that, you have to clean these out with some putty. If you compare with the Tamiya kits, currently released Tamiya kits, these ejector pin marks numbers are very high. For example, there are 6 marks for this small sheet, but parts are clean and very detailed. This is the sheet for small bits and pieces, whole accessories, front fenders, some doors, lamps, etc. Here you can see the frontal machine gun, very detailed again. Two types, spare track parts, very clean, very good parts as far as I can say. It's a crowded small parts sheet. These are the sprues for the running gear. As far as I can see, running parts, bogies, are divided into many parts, as you can see here, and here. And I don't think it's necessary. I don't like these unnecessary over-engineering things. I like the Tamiya way, but I can say that parts are very detailed. You You can see the cast numbers. Wells are very detailed, and small parts are injected in these sprues are very good. But this will be a time-consuming suspension parts installation build-up. Anyway, some like and some don't, and I don't like. There are two more parts for the running gear. Drive sprockets, two sets. As you can see, drive sprockets details are very fine, very good. Surface texture is very fine on all parts. And there are optional sprockets as well. Be careful while installing them. Okay, and these are the remaining sprues. These two sprues are for jerry cans. These jerry cans are great. They have even some numbers on them. Very good. Here is the sprue for third details. And one more here. Very clean sprues. And this is the one that Asuka kit shines. There are clear parts for the lamps, visors, and this sprue is the shining point of Asuka kit. Clear parts for the lamps, driver visors, and commander's cupola. And these are very, very good. I mean, excellent clear parts for the kit. There are two sprues for it. Here you can see. They are very good, very clean. And there is one option for plastic. You choose between them, clear part or the plastic part. That's very good. Okay, the plastic sprues are finished. Let's go to the tracks and additional items. These are the remaining items for the kit inbox review. These are the poly caps for the kit and the mesh. This kit has a rubber band track included. These tracks are, as far as I can say, better than the Tamiya ones. Two parts for one side. These are the winter version, extended winter version. These tracks are very detailed and free from flash or etc. I suggest you to use these ones. Very elastic. I have used them before on Lux kit, and they can easily be glued with the Tamiya cement. There's a small sheet of Photo-etched for the cover of the lamps. It's a very small. Tasca is written here. Old brand, you can see. Small is beautiful. for the edge. This is the decals sheet, first in Bastogne, and US markings for, I think, as far as I can say, 4 vehicles. Decals on the sheets seem to be a little bit thick, like the Tamiya ones. I suggest you to use a decal setter, these kits with these decals. So what we have seen the Asuka Sherman Jumbo kit, aka Tasca. We have seen much more parts than the Tamiya kit. Very detailed hull parts, very detailed over-engineered suspension parts, good textures, very detailed M2 machine gun. We will see on the build-up review how it goes together, if it is fine or not. Thank you for watching. Please share your ideas about this review and the kit below. We will build up this kit too as well. Be a member and watch my videos. Thank you guys. Bye.